Why don't I just try this again? Inside the college football pulse, it's the Big Ten championship between the number one Ohio State Buckeyes. And I know my wife will be proud when I say this, the number two Indiana Hoosiers. There's a bye in the college football playoff on the line. There's the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback that stands in the balance. And Indiana would love to do the impossible. As Ben Scully once said, in a year that possible has happened, will it happen again? Let's find out inside the college football pulse right now. This is the Pulse, the college football pulse on Championship Saturday. Good evening, everyone. My name is Brian Snow. Happy to bring this to you. And, well, let's see which championships have been decided. Kennesaw State came up with a miracle against Jacksonville State. That started on Friday. Tulane walloped North Texas. So that pick is in. So that game is in the books. As far as today goes, it was Texas Tech over BYU 34-7. And on top of that, Georgia beat up Alabama. So that will more than likely cost Alabama a spot in the college football playoff because they are now 10-3 on the season. And the last report I got, it was 21-0. Speaking of scores, the Lightning are tied with the Islanders. They are scoreless at the start of the second period. The Flames lead the Utah Mammoth. That score 1-0. Bruins just scored. They now lead the New Jersey Devils. Sorry, Ryan McCoffey. That count is 2-1 with 18:42 left in the second period. So that goal came at 1:18 of period number 2. Let's go through all the scores that have happened so far for championship weekend. We'll get them up here for you in a moment. They're getting all of the good stuff out of the way with the national anthem, and the game is taking place at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Men's college basketball, Ohio State 4 better than Northwestern, 86-82. North Carolina A&T beats North Carolina Central. That's a matchup that's pretty special to me because I used to live in North Carolina. That final 69-54. One of these days on my nationwide tour, I'm going to cover that game. I'm going to put the headset on and I'm going to call it. Tomorrow, we have the Colts and the Jaguars from Jacksonville. And the Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. They're going to put an end to that streak tomorrow. I don't care what Pizzle says. And Pizzle, I love you dearly. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is our first chatter of the evening with Daniel. So what do you all think of the new setup here that you see on the screen? It's pretty simple. Score up front, the latest subscriber, the latest super chatter, my name down at the bottom. We got the scroll for the scores and everything. Tomorrow also the Bears and the Packers, and I'm cheering for the Packers to beat the Bears. There's something within that match. There's something within that matchup, and I just might put the headset on for it tomorrow. Next time I'm on with the 49ers will be next Sunday as the 49ers are in their bye. That'll be week 15. when they face the downtrodden Tennessee Titans, and likely, more than likely, will pick up their 10th win of the year. And then we'll go for win number 11 in Indianapolis, Indiana, as the 49ers visit my wife's Indianapolis Colts. And we're going to have that one. That's a Monday night game. And hopefully, depending on how late it is, I'll get my wife on the screen with me. Georgia beats Alabama, that final 28-7. Texas Tech 34, BYU 7. Duke and Virginia getting ready to kick things off. Tulane over North Texas 34-21. James Madison over Troy 31-14. So what does that do for James Madison? Alabama lost, so Notre Dame and Miami are still alive in terms of, and I got my computer over here. I got this monitor over here. And while I'm talking about it, thank you to all those who donated enough so I can get my first computer. There's my wish list is still out there. There are a few things more that I still need, that I still to get. I will post the wish list in the chat a little later, as well as my GoFundMe page. Kenneth Clark's with us, and hey, my friend, how are you? Doing good tonight? I'm doing good, and go Indiana. Kenneth Clark is picking Indiana. It's picking Indiana for the upset. Honey, I hope you hear that. There's a lot of people cheering on Indiana tonight. So it's Indiana and Ohio State. They're getting ready for team introductions. We're getting ready for a break. We'll pause for 2 minutes. And we come back, we'll have the introduction of the starters for both teams tonight. It's the Big Ten Championship inside the Snowman Broadcast Center. Back after this.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Man, oh man, I'm waiting for this one. Ohio State and Indiana, number 1 versus number 2 for the Big Ten Championship. They are getting ready for the player introductions. How about that? The team introductions, as a matter of fact. This is Gus Johnson. And what an introduction. This is courtesy of Fox that you're hearing these team introduction. Well, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? Instead of the intro, we're gonna look at our notes here. Yeah, they have an undefeated juggernaut. That's an understatement. They got the lights going and everything. 12-0 are the Ohio State Buckeyes. Their seventh Big Ten championship game appearance. Indiana making their first. And the Hoosiers will be the visiting team, being number 2 in the land. Let's hear their story. I'm sending the link out to everybody that I can to get some folks in, to really get some folks in here. That's one thing I will be doing. They sure do. And on Snowman in the morning, I did pick the Hoosiers to pull off the upset. Charles Adderley is with us. Now the Hoosiers are being introduced. They will be the visitors. They'll be in the white top and bottom uniforms with the crimson numbers and lettering. Ohio State goes crimson tops, gray bottoms. They have the gray helmets with the Buckeye stickers all over the place. I wonder if my buddy Shane Skirvin is doing the game tonight. I suspect that he is. He's a big time Indiana fan, and I also suspect that he's a graduate of Indiana University. Adderley says, stopping by to show my support and hit the like button. I appreciate it. Hey, spread the word, you guys. This is the Big Ten Championship. This is the first one that we have covered on this channel after a couple of no-shows the last 2 years due to illness and some other things that were going on, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. And a lot of times I've messed up. Kurt Cignetti, 23-2 as the coach of Indiana University football. And one of those 2 losses just happens to be to Ohio State, and that was last year. Now we have the coin toss. Let's go down to the field. Again, this is courtesy of Fox. Okay. Tails. Tails is the call. It's heads. And Ohio State has won the toss, and they have deferred. Indiana will receive. And Indiana will move from right to left in the first quarter. Left to right will go Ohio State. And so Indiana will take offense. will take the field on offense for the first time. So we will introduce the Indiana starting lineup. At quarterback is the redshirt junior transfer Fernando Mendoza, a Heisman Trophy candidate. Roman Hemby is your running back. He is the senior transfer. Across the front, they go Carter Smith at left tackle, the junior. Left guard is Drew Evans, the redshirt junior. These are all red shirts now. The center is Pat Coogan, the redshirt senior. The right guard is Bray Lynch, not to be confused with Bray Wyatt. He's the redshirt junior. Khalil Benson is the right tackle, the redshirt senior. And Riley Kowakowski is your tight end. Your wide receivers are Elijah Surratt, the super senior, along with E.J. Hot Rod Williams and Omar Cooper, who made an incredible catch at Penn State that caused the legendary Gus Johnson to lose his voice. And that is Indiana's starting offense. The starting defense for Ohio State. Across the front, Caden Curry at left defensive end. The nose tackle is Caden McDonald. Taiwan Malone is your defensive tackle. The right defensive end is Kenyatta Jackson. Senior, junior, redshirt senior, redshirt junior across the front. Your linebackers go Sonny Styles, the man to watch in the middle of the field. He is a senior. Arvell Reese, the junior, and Jermaine Matthews, also a junior. In the defensive backfield, Caleb Churchill Downs, the junior, along with Jalen McCain, the sophomore. Davidson, I got the name. I blanked for a moment. Davison Agbenosin and Lorenzo Stiles, senior and redshirt senior, respectively. Here we go. It is Ohio State kicking off, and away we go. And that will go to and through the end zone for a touchback. And Indiana starts with the ball, and Fernando Mendoza, who leads the nation with 32 touchdown passes, and that is also a school record. Napoleon Johnamite in the house with us. Napoleon, there's a very special episode of Diary of a Mad Snowman I want you to check out. Jen needs a Hoosier win to get that magic number in the college picks. Win for the Q Queen is the hashtag. We're off and rolling. Here from Indianapolis, Indiana. Indiana left to right in the first quarter. Out of the shotgun is Mendoza. Three receivers out to the right. Hemby, the lone setback with him. They fake it to Hemby. Fernando Mendoza fires, and it's caught short of the first down by Elijah Surratt. That's his main man. Gain of 9, second down and 1 coming up for Indiana. No, we're going to look at another way. And it's Mendoza who's down. Oh, goodness. It's Mendoza who is down. And he got whacked by Caden Curry. He got absolutely whacked on the first play by Caden Curry. And this puts in, if Mendoza cannot go on, well, his brother, who's this? That's it. That's Winnie. I got you, Winnie. There you go, girl. Alberto Mendoza, who has thrown 5 touchdowns and only 1 pick, is waiting in the wings. But I mean, Fernando Mendoza got absolutely scorched on that first play. AB Media is with us. Salute from Indianapolis, Indiana. Hey, AB, you want to pick up a piece of this broadcast? Well, Mendoza's going to jog off. He'll be out for a play, and that's good to see. His brother Alberto will come in. So Alberto Mendoza is in at the quarterback position for this, I believe, for this play and this play only. 2nd down and 1. We're going to try to get our stats up as soon as we can. 2nd down and 1. Mendoza in shotgun formation, claps his hands, takes the snap, hands it to Roman Hemby, and Hemby is going to move forward. He's going to push the pile, and he'll get the 1st down. They're going to keep Fernando Mendoza out. Nope, he's jogging back in, so he was just out for that one play, and that's good to see. So 1st and 10 for Indiana from the 37-yard line. Excuse me. From the 37-yard line for the Indiana Hoosiers in the white tops, white bottoms. Nope, they'll mark it at the 35. So they get 10 on their first 2 plays. Mendoza in a pistol formation. They hand it to Hemby, running straight ahead, and Hemby runs into a wall but pushes forward for about 2. Caden Curry with the stop for Ohio State. Here's Indiana's offense. Across the front, Carter Smith, Drew Evans, Pat Coogan, Bray Lynch, and Khalil Benson left to right. And Roman Hemby's the running back. E.J. Williams, Amar Cooper, Elijah Surratt, Riley Kowakowski is the tight end. Now they'll move to a pistol on 2nd down and 7. They hand it to Hemby, this time running off right tackle, and he is blasted right at the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 2. It'll leave 3rd down and 5. It'll leave 3rd down and 5 for the Indiana Hoosiers. Caden Curry, Tywan Malone, Caden McDonald, Kenyatta Jackson across the front. Sonny Styles and Arvell Reese are your linebackers. Matthews, Caleb Downs, Lorenzo Styles, Jalen McCain, and Davison Igmanoson in the secondary. 3rd and 4 from the 36-yard line. Mendoza out of shotgun formation, takes the helmet high snap and drops to throw. Plenty of room, plenty of time. Now he escapes to his left. He may have to run for it. Now he fires, and it's caught. 1st down. Kowakowski with the catch, I believe. 1st down for Indiana. So another 1st down for the Indiana Hoosiers. Doggone it. Trying to get live stats up here. May have to go another way. Mendoza drops to throw on 1st down. Looking, and now uncorks a deep one down the middle. Incomplete. McLean on the coverage. Omar Cooper, who is limping as he heads to the sideline. On the coverage, it'll be 2nd down. Second down and 10 coming up for the Indiana Hoosiers. And they face a 2nd and 7, and they converted that in 2 plays. Hemby, the running back, standing to the right of Mendoza. He'll get the call running left, and he gets 3. So now 3rd down and 7. That was Black who was the carrier that time for Indiana and not Hemby. Made a mistake there. 3rd and 7. My wife will jokingly say, "You're not allowed to make mistakes." I'm sorry. 3rd down and 7 from the Ohio State 46-yard line. 3 receivers out to the right, lone out to the left, lone slot to the right. Black in the backfield with Mendoza, who drops to throw, looking, stepping up into the pocket, and he is down. Caden Curry gets back there in a hurry and ends the Indiana drive with a sack. And that'll force Indiana to punt. And a great job by Curry getting past Khalil Benson. So Indiana will punt as their drive stalls out at their own 49. And here's the punt, high and deep and taken in. Fair catch made at the 11-yard line. And that is where Ohio State will begin. So let's pause for this timeout. 10:34 remaining in the opening quarter. Ohio State nothing, Indiana nothing. Ohio State gets their first possession inside of the 2025 Big Ten Championship game. And you're hearing it live on Snowman Multimedia. From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years of fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got, game-winning interception, first down, just a nice solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
No score as we await the completion of the TV timeout. 10:34 remaining in the first quarter. Ohio State will get the ball for the first time. And they'll be led by their Heisman Trophy quarterback, Heisman Trophy candidate quarterback, I beg your pardon, Julian Sayin. I'm just saying. He's completed 78.9% of his passes, 255 yards a game. He's thrown 30 touchdowns, second only to Fernando Mendoza, and only 5 interceptions. That completion percentage is the best in college football. Ryan Day, the coach at Ohio State, trying to win back-to-back national championships. They got business to take care of here. First down and 10. Sayin fakes it, throws to the left. It's caught by Jeremiah Smith. He pulls his way forward for a first down out to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13. And let's meet the Ohio State offense. Austin Severfield, Luke Montgomery, Carlos Hinsman, Tagara Tashoba, and Philip Daniels left to right, the Buckeye Moving Company. Bo Jackson, running back, Brandon Ennis, along with Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith, the wide receivers. Max Clare, the tight end. Carnell Tate lines up wide to the left. Clare lines up wide to the right. 3 tight ends in the game. And Sayin back to throw on 5 steps, scrambles out to his right, looking to throw, and now heaves it incomplete, looking for Clare. Just wanted to get it out of his hands and out of bounds. The Montreal Canadiens have scored. Let's meet the Indiana defense. Across the front, Stephen Daly, Tyreek Tucker, Hosea Wheeler, and Mikhail Kamara. Linebackers, Aiton Fisher and Elijah Hardy. D'Angelo Pons, Amari Farrow, Devin Boykin, Luis Moore, and Jamari Sharp. Your Hooter secondary. Second down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Ohio State in possession, 9:50 for the opening quarter. They picked up 13 on their first play of the game. Jackson stands to the right, and he'll get the call running forward, and he's going to get banged down after about a gain of 4. Jackson gains forward, leaves third down and 6. Coming up for the Buckeyes, 9.5 remaining in the opening quarter. And this is, man, I haven't, except for the Colts, I've never seen a more pro-Indiana crowd like I'm seeing tonight. They got their tickets and they've come out in bunches From the 29-yard line, 3rd down and 6. Sayin in shotgun formation. Jackson stands to his left. 3 receivers out to the right. Lone receiver to the left is Jeremiah Smith. Sayin waits in shotgun formation with Tate in motion. Takes the belt high snap, back to throw. Rifles one over the middle, and it is intercepted. Hoosiers have it inside the Buckeye 25-yard line. Moore with the interception for Indiana. And boy, they are set up in Ohio State territory. Wow. So not only do they turn them away, they get the football. Lorenzo Moore with the interception for Indiana as it ricocheted off of the Ohio State receiver. How do you like that? How do you like that? So Indiana set up in great territory. 1st and 10 from the Ohio State 23-yard line. Mendoza out of the shotgun with Black standing to his left. He gets the call running forward, and Black will get one, maybe a pair on that carry. I want to tell you guys something. I'm working on my right shoulder right now because it's been hurting for a couple of days, but I'm here. I made a promise when I did Diary of a Mad Snowman last night that whatever is scheduled, whatever game or show is scheduled or interview is scheduled, I will not miss it. And Rising Rhino put this in motion. 2 receivers to the left and a lone slot to the right on 2nd down and 9. Snap to Mendoza, looking left, throwing left. It's caught. Elijah Surratt, 1st down inside the red zone. So another 1st down for the Indiana Hoosiers as they look to take advantage of the turnover from the 11-yard line. 1st down and 10. 2 receivers out to the right, 2 tight ends to the left. Mendoza waits with the ball on the left hash in shotgun formation, looks to throw, stepping out to his right, looking, and throws incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Caden Curry causing havoc yet again. He had the sack that ended Indiana's first drive. And he hurried Mendoza to throw that out of bounds. Mendoza so far 3 for 5 for 30 yards. 2nd down and 10. 7 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Caden Curry had 10 sacks on the year. They hand it to Hamby, and Hamby is whacked right in the backfield. Curry causing havoc again. Styles with the assist. Jackson also with the assist. 3rd and 10. Coming up for the Indiana Hoosiers. Man, you would love for them to get 7 here, but any points they're able to get on this drive would be huge. Even if you get 3, you want to draw first blood against Ohio State after your defense came up with a great play from the 11, 3rd down and 10. Best in the country at converting 3rd downs. Mendoza takes the helmet high snap and looks to throw and fires. It's deflected, incomplete. And so that'll put a tail end to that drive. And now it is 4th down. And they'll send the field goal unit on to try to get some points. And again, it's Caden Curry. Caden Curry has been a menace so far. Nico Radicic, 13 for 13 on field goals this year. This is a 29-yard attempt inside the left hash. Angle to the right. Snap is backing down. The kick on the way, and it is good. And the Indiana Hoosiers do indeed draw first blood. 6:51 remaining in the opening quarter. Indiana 3, Ohio State nothing inside of the 2025 Big Ten Championship game. And you're hearing it live on Snowman Multimedia.
Drew Willingham,
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Surtoba Media and the Multimedia YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
I know I'm breaking my rule of not eating on the air, but dadgummit, I'm hungry. 51 for the quarter, 3-0 Indiana with the lead. They've come to the end of the second period. The Bruins lead the Devils. That counts 2-1. And the Lightning are scoreless still with the Islanders through 2 periods. Let me know let me know what you think in the comments of our broadcast this evening. But I do say I do have rules in the comment section. Keep them clean, keep them nice, respect each other, respect your neighbor in the chat, and no spoilers. Those are my 5 rules. Ready to get back to business. 3-0 in favor of the Indiana Hoosiers. They got a 12-yard drive in 6 plays with a 29-yard field goal by Nico Radicek. And Radicek will kick off. And Julian Super Sayin will get the ball back in his hands. Excuse me, that's Quentin Warren that will kick things off, and the kick is away, and it will land in the end zone, caught for a touchback. So Sayin and company will start at the 25-yard line, and after the interception at Michigan, he was 19 of 24 for 233 yards. He threw 3 touchdowns, so the kid has the ability to bounce back. Let's see if he bounces. Pardon me. Let's see if he bounces back here. And that was a deflected interception. So a lot of time left for both teams. A lot of time left for the Bucks. First down and 10, Sayin in shotgun formation. Claire across the formation in motion, lifts and lowers his foot, takes the belt high snap, and fires left. It is caught by Jeremiah Smith out to the 32-yard line on a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Second and 3 coming up from the 32-yard line. Jeremiah Smith, 6'3", 223. D'Angelo Pons, 5'9", 173. And now Pons is matched up with Tate. Claire across the formation in motion, and that is Sam back to throw, rolling out to his left, looking, throwing, caught, first down. Carnell Tate with the reception out to the 37-yard line. First down, Buckeyes. What's up, A-Pizzle? A-Pizzle 90, who joins us late in the week, most weeks. He's not a semi-regular on the show, folks. He's a regular. And Pizzle, you heard me say, you are hearing me saying this aloud. You are a regular on the show now. Great catch by Tate. And able to keep both feet in bounds. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Sayin out of the shotgun. 1-by-2 formation are the receivers. Tate in motion from right to left. Snap to Sayin. He's back to throw. Looking. And fires up the middle. That is caught by Jeremiah Smith. He is wrestled down with another first down for Ohio State. And now they are moving the football. They're down to the Indiana 49-yard line on a gain of a dozen. I beg your pardon, 14-yard gain. 14 on that gain. So now the trick is for Indiana to hold Ohio State to a field goal attempt, but the way they can move the ball in a hurry, Sayin 4 of 6 for 37 yards. He changes the play, and he'll operate out of the pistol. Jackson behind him. And the handoff is to Jackson. Jackson running right, gets through. Jackson inside the 40, down to the 40-yard line. And a 5, 2nd down and 5. Now, let's see if this Indiana defense can stand up. Jeremiah Smith out to the left on 2nd down. Hand off to Jackson. Jackson's going to lose yards. Back to the 46-yard line. 3rd down and 9. Coming up for Ohio State. And again, Sayin 4 out of 6 for 37 yards. He's got that one interception. Tucker with the stop for Indiana. The Blues have scored a goal. They lead the Senators 1-0. 2:24 left in the second period of that game. That goal comes at 17:36. Doing some quick math here. Carolina has scored. They now lead the Predators 4-0 with the goal at 15:46. Snap to Sayin, looking to throw, looking, stepping up into the pocket, and down he goes! Sacked for the first time tonight. So each team with a sack this evening, and that sack ends the Ohio State drive. And it's 4th down coming up for the Buckeyes. That's a coverage sack. But Ennis was running free, and Sayin didn't see him. Fourth down. And the punt's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 11-yard line. That'll send us to a timeout. 3:07 remaining in the first quarter. Indiana has the ball back. They lead the Buckeyes 3-0 in the 2025 Big Ten Championship game. You're hearing it live on Snowman Sports Net and the Snowman Sports Network.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Surtoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Dr. Delay, my good buddy, is approaching 3,000 subscribers, everyone. So let's go show him some love at the end of the first quarter. And we're going to get to 3,000 ourselves. I given myself a goal to the short goal is to get to 3,000 by the end of the year, which is in 25 days. The second goal is to get it by the Super Bowl. Been told so many times over the years to be realistic in my goals. The heck with that. I'm a dreamer and I don't care. I like making dreams come true, not just for myself, but the folks who follow me. Flames lead the Utah Mammoth 1-0. They're at the end of the second period in that game. Ohio State has 42 total yards. Indiana has 36, but Indiana has the ball and a 3-0 lead. First and 10, they'll start at their own 11-yard line. There's the link for Dr. Delay. Let's go show him some love with the raid. Use the hashtag Snowman Raid. Kenneth, if you would be so kind as to put that in the chat for me, please. I would appreciate it. And let's go raid Dr. Delay. First and 10 for Indiana, moving left to right. They'll work out of the pistol with Hanby behind Fernando Mendoza with the ball on the right hash. Angle to the left on first down. They fake it. They throw it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up for the Hoosiers. And if you're Indiana, excuse me, what game, Kenneth, I assume that Dr. Delay is doing the Big Ten championship. Yeah, Omar Cooper is headed to the locker room. He is limping badly. That's a big weapon loss if they're not able to get him back in the game. Second down and 10. Snap to Mendoza, hand to Hamby. Hamby busts through across the 15. He's dragged down to the 19-yard line. Gain of 8, third down and 2. If you're Indiana, he's doing the ACC championship. Okay. Let's go raid him at the end of the first quarter. I won't take a commercial break. We'll just stay here and we'll go raid him. We will go raid him at the end of the quarter. Oh, yeah. He's got Duke. I got Indiana, Ohio State. Championship Saturday is covered. It's Mendoza that'll take it. First down and more across the 25 and drag down to the 28-yard line. Gain of 9 and a first down for the Indiana Hoosiers. Thanks a lot for that, Kenneth. I'm going to find Dr. Channel, get it ready for our rating into the first, right? Mendoza out of the shotgun with the ball on the left hash, and he throws, and it is tipped, and it is picked off. So Indiana returns the favor that Ohio State gave him earlier in the quarter with an interception. And that'll send us to a timeout. 1:41 remaining in the first quarter. Ohio State looking to get on the board. Each team now with an interception. This is kind of what happened against Notre Dame last year. 1:41 for the quarter. Indiana 3, Ohio State nothing. Bucks ball when y'all get back. Okay. Yep. And my buddy, my buddy Papa Blood is covering the game as well. Me get his link. Put this over here. Okay. Let's have a raid, folks. This is for my buddy Papa Blood. There we go. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you. I love that guy. I love Papa Blood. One of my best friends. He just recognized us. And it was Dr. Delay who I wanted to check in on. We're in the midst of a timeout. We dropped the link for Papa Blood's channel. And it's 1st and 10 for Ohio State as we get back to work. Let me reboot this. Let me reboot this thing right here. Oh, don't you tell me you're going to. They didn't. Thank you very much. There we are. There you go. 1st and goal for the Buckeyes. I missed a couple of plays because I had to reset my screen. I'm sorry about that. Ohio State with the ball moving left. They have it 1st and goal with 80 seconds left in the first quarter. And they'll go with 4 tight ends from the 4-yard line, 1st down and goal. Or from the 8-yard line, beg your pardon. Their intent to run this. Sayin under center, takes the snap and hands it to Jackson. Jackson trying to run right and can't get through. He's dropped for a loss, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check the flag. Oh, man. So they move the ball half the distance on that penalty. And it's down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. Man, dagnabbit. There we go. I'm going to get to 3,000 subs. I'll give myself to the Super Bowl to do it. There's his link right there. There's his link right there. It's in the chat already, but I'm going to say hi. I'm going to say hi to him. Duke leads Virginia 7-0. Sayin back to throw. Uncorks one. It's going to be incomplete out of the end zone. 2nd down and goal with 53 seconds left in the opening quarter. Dagnabbit, I'm sick. Oh, man. I got a couple of microphone cords on the way. I have one, but I'm keeping in my road in my and he is doing my 2nd down and goal. And they hand it, and we got a flag before the play starts. False start called against Ohio State. I got to rebuild a lot of trust with you guys. I totally dig that. I totally dig that. Ohio's trying to capitalize off an interception. 2nd down and goal from the 9. Sayin takes a snap back to throw. Looking. Everybody covered. Now he escapes to his right and fires. Caught! Carnell Tate, touchdown Buckeyes. Great job by Sayin getting free. Able to buy some time and fire a dart into the end zone. And touchdown for Ohio State, and they grab the lead. Oh, he's got, I love delay. I know delay has going. He's got the headset and he's got the microphone going. All right. So the link is in the chat thanks to Kenneth Clark. Extra point on the way and good. And Ohio State grabs the lead. 46 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Your new score, Ohio State 7, Indiana 3. We're back after this timeout.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the
Ohio State kicks off leading 7-3. It will go to and through the end zone for touchback. Victor Locke is with us from our office. Bears and Packers are the featured game at 4:25 tomorrow. I never thought I'd say these three words, but go Pack go. 49ers are up this week. Colts and Jaguars tomorrow, and go Colts. First down and 10. And Victor, there's a very special episode of Diary of a Mad Snowman I beg you to check out. First and 10 for the Hoosiers, moving right. Ohio State takes advantage of an interception. They get 7. Indiana does the same. They only get 3. And there's your difference right now. Mendoza takes a snap and drops the throw. Looking, winds up and throws a deep one. Surratt's running free, and he doesn't get it. It was broken up, but a flag is down. That looked like interference, and that just may be the case. Oh, yeah, interference against Ohio State. Good thing is it's not a spot foul. How they put it, it's a 15-yard and a first down for Indiana. So they're able to get moving. And it was Styles grabbed the receiver's jersey. Didn't even turn around and look back at the ball. They've started the third period, and the Montreal Canadiens lead the Toronto Maple Leafs 1-0. Poor Maple Leafs. From the 40-yard line, Indiana goes back to work. Black in the backfield, standing to the right of Mendoza. He will get the call, running left, and he's free. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Shoved out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 35-yard run, first down, Indiana. Biggest play of the game for both teams. And Indiana so far has been aided by a pass interference penalty, which gave them a new set of downs. And now they have another new set of downs. Thanks to that. 7, 6, 5, 4. You don't have to snap the ball if you don't want to. There's one. And did they get the snap off? They did. They give it to Black, and he is whacked by Styles for a 1-yard gain. As the quarter comes to an end, with the quarter and your score, the Ohio State Buckeyes 7 and the Indiana Hoosiers 3. This is the 2025 Big Ten Championship on Snowman Multimedia and Snowman Sportsnet. I thought I pushed that button. Apparently.
Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Jarrell.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Surtoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
We just greeted Dr. DeLay and our good buddy Papa Blood, and looking forward to getting responses from them. 2nd and 10 as we get ready to start the second quarter. Ohio State leading 7-3. Each team has turned the ball over once in the game tonight. Flames lead Utah 1-0 as they are headed to the third period. I got a question. Victor, if you're with us, I got a question. Did you come up with the name Tyrone Alizé McDummy? I know Victor has his fingerprints on that. They've gone to the third period, and the Blues lead the Senators 1-0 in Ottawa. And we're waiting for this game to come back from break. It's being televised on Fox, but we're bringing you the call. Old school radio play style. I know I forgot to. There we go. You wonder why I'm so quiet. I'm sitting here in a little pain right now. I'm dealing with some pain in my shoulder at the present time. Did I send him? Nope, I didn't. I'm trying to send this out to as many people as I possibly can. We got 10 in the chat right now. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the Cash App and the Super Chat to support our streams. Our goal is to get to 3,000 subs by the end of the month. No, the name I came up with was Tyrese Cisco McKnight. It was the genius Cole Johnson recreated name. All right, I can live with that. 2nd down and 9 for the Hoosiers. They trail 7-3. Their mission, get a touchdown on this drive after the big play. From the 22-yard line, they're right outside the red zone on 2nd down and 9. They give it to Hamby, and Hamby running straight ahead gets whacked right in the middle of the field. It will leave 3rd down and about 7, maybe 6. Styles and Curry, and Caden Curry is a madman tonight. He is a man on a mission. 3rd and 6, 14:35 remaining in the second quarter. Ohio State 7, Indiana 3. Our first ever Big Ten championship call here on Snowman Multimedia, and we hope that you're enjoying it as we're enjoying bringing it to you. Curry makes a call on the left side of the Ohio State line. 3rd and 6, snap to Mendoza, looking to throw. He looks, now escapes. He's in trouble, steps up, and down he goes for a 5-yard loss, and they got to him again on 3rd down. This Ohio State defense is menacing. Jackson with the sack. Ohio State. It's fourth down, and Indiana will have to try a field goal attempt. A loss of 2 on the play. CeeLo is streaming too. Okay. Do me a favor, Ken. Put his link in the chat along with the hashtag Snowman Raid, and we'll go raid him at the next break. That's what we're about, folks. So Nico Radicic, who also wears number 15, 1 for 1 on the night, trying a 40-yard field goal attempt inside the left hash angle to the right. It's back. It's down. It's on the way. It's going to go wide left. So the long run meant nothing. And now Ohio State will have the ball at the 30-yard line, leading 7-3. And this disciplined Ohio State team forced Indiana into a field goal attempt. They were unable to come up with it, and that'll send us to a timeout. 13:31 remains in the second quarter. Ohio State 7, Indiana 3. We're back after this timeout.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Indiana has outgained Ohio State 92-59. Unfortunately, they trail 7-3 as they just missed a 40-yard field goal wide left. They're doing an advertisement about Barstool. Oh, we're going to the next advertisement, doggone it. We are going to have the morning show that will take over everybody's viewing. We're going to do it in a couple of years. Hello, Binks. This is one of my kids, Binks. Let me lift him up to the camera here. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. You doing okay? 1st and 10 for Ohio State. They move right. They'll operate out of the pistol. Jackson in the backfield along with Sayin. And this is Jackson who gets the call, and he runs into a wall, but he puts forward and gets knocked down at the 25-yard line. That's West on the carry that time and not Jackson. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. It's going to take me a while to get back to full-time play-by-play status and to get you guys' trust back after everything that I said during Diary of a Mad Snowman last night. But I'm going to get there, and I'm going to get there sooner than later. 2nd down and 7. Sayin back to throw. Winds up, uncorks a deep one. It is Jeremiah Smith wide open. He's got it. Smith inside the 25 and falls down at the 23-yard line. Man, oh, man. They're down to the They're down to the 11-yard line because there's a penalty that's along with it, and that's a personal foul. Hands to the face against Ohio State. That's a 52-yard reception. And tack on 15 more for the penalty. How did Jeremiah Smith get that wide open? I swear that looks like Jerry Rice getting 15 more. We got a raid in the chat and the stream. Cool. I'll be a part of it right now. First down and 10. From the 11-yard line, 7-3, Ohio State leads. West in the backfield as they operate out of an eye. Sayin under center. Claire across the formation in motion from right to left. Now settles on the left-hand side. The turn of the handoff is to Jackson running straight ahead, and Jackson will get 2, maybe 3. Let me get a raid going. We got a raid going on CeeLo, and we just passed 2,180 subscribers. Let's see if we can get 2,200 by tomorrow during tomorrow's stream. Let's see if we can get 2,200, man. I'd love for that. Damn. That's our goal. Let's get to 2,200 tomorrow during the Colts game. 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol formation, Sayin takes the belt high snap and hands it to Jackson, and Jackson is blasted. Third down coming up. So after all of the big plays, Farrell made the stop. Dagnabbit, there you are. As I titled the broadcast, Winner Takes Everything. Third down for the Buckeyes. 3rd and 7. Snap looks to throw, rolls out to his right. Looking, and he's going to be chased down and sacked. Jones with the sack for Indiana, and it's 4th down. Oh, baby. All right, there is CeeLo's channel. Let's get to him right now. 4th down up, and a field goal attempt by Jacob Fielding coming up for the Bucks as they are unable to take advantage of the big play and the pass interference. It will presumably Ohio State will make this field goal. It'll still only be a 1-score game. Oh, he's got Tennessee, Illinois. He's a big-time ball fan. Fielding, Jaden Fielding, 15 on the year. This is a 30-yard attempt. Right hash angle to the left. Snap this down. Placement made. The kick on the way. It is good. And Ohio State increases their lead. 10:08 for the quarter. It's Ohio State 10 and Indiana 3. Now let's ask the Snowman raid. Yep, that's CeeLo. Go Illinois. They're in half of that game. And Kenneth Clark was kind of our end. You can't. All right. Let me take a short break. Your score with 10:08 remaining in the half. Ohio State 10, Indiana 3. We are back after this short timeout.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Join Ryan McCarthy
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
and Dustin Henry
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Scoreboard update. Carolina has scored. They now lead the Predators 5-0 with a goal coming at 4:47 of period number 3. The Islanders lead the Lightning 1-0. 7:14 remains in the third period of that game. So that goal, that first goal of the game for the Islanders, it is for the Islanders. And it comes at 12:46. 10-3, Ohio State with the lead. They've scored the last 10 points. An interception turned into a touchdown and a 52-yard pass that leads to a field goal. Beg your pardon. Ohio State now leads in yards gained, 115-92. Ohio State averaging 6.4 yards per play. Indiana at 4.8. Here's the kick, goes to and through the end zone for a touchback. And the shoe goes flying. The shoe goes flying. Sayin getting instructions from his coaching staff. It's 1st and 10 for Indiana, trailing 10-3. They'll start from their own 25-yard line. Hamby in the backfield, snapped to Mendoza, and he throws, and it is caught. First down, Indiana. That's their first down in a while. And remember, Indiana has also missed a field goal in this game. See, that's how you do it. You want to get a first down, you want to get like average 10, 12 yards of play, run a play past the sticks, man. Run a play past the sticks from the 39, 14-yard gain on that pass play. Snap to Mendoza, looking to throw. He's in trouble, escapes to his right, and now throws it out of bounds, but there's a flag on the field. And it's holding against Indiana. And Ryan Day says, shove him back. Big penalty against Indiana when you're just getting your bearings back together. You only trail by 7, but you don't want to give Ohio State any kind of advantage in this game. You are the underdog, Indiana. Yeah, McDonald took a tumble after the guard grabbed his jersey. So now you got to get 20. That's the 4th penalty on Indiana tonight for 34 yards. Ohio State's been zapped twice for 20 yards. Mendoza out of the shotgun on 1st and 20. They give it to Hamby on the delay, and Hamby is going to get 7. They'll mark him down at the 36. 2nd down and 13. And if you're Indiana, you want to convert this. You want to get a new set of downs so badly and keep Ohio State's high-flying offense off the field. They've rushed 14 times for 69 yards. They've thrown the ball 9 times for 44 yards. 2nd Down in 13. Side lines up to the left. And backfield, and Mendoza snaps, throws to him across the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. Caden Curry chasing down everybody. Caden Curry with the stop on Hamby. And a big down coming up for the Indiana Hoosiers with 8:29 remaining in the first half. And Indiana trailing Ohio State by a score of 10-3. And so far with this new computer, I'm putting it to the test, doing the stream, and everything has held up great. May have to make the camera a little better. I'll work on that. 3rd and 6. Mendoza takes the belt high shotgun snap, rolls out to his left, looking to throw and fires, and it's caught. First down, Indiana. They do convert. They do get a new set of downs. And that is Hardy with the reception that time for Indiana. First down, Hoosiers. Man, Droid, I gotta send Droid a shout out because he told me last year the Indiana Hoosiers. I didn't listen. Foolishly, I gotta send him a shout out right now, and I'm probably gonna wind up leaving him a message. But I'm gonna do this right now. On first down, the handoff to Black, and Black will wiggle his way forward to about the 45 of Ohio State. You know what? I got to send my boy Droid a shout out because he told me about Indiana last year when they played the Northwestern Wildcats, and foolishly, I didn't listen. Well, Droid, this one's for you. I'm listening now as I do this Big Ten championship. Indiana 8 first downs, Ohio State with 6. And you know what? Droid's been laughing at me for the last year all the way to this Big Ten championship game. From the 45-yard line, 2nd down and 8. Mendoza takes the high snap and nope, he fakes it and throws. It's caught. And it'll be a couple yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and about 1. So, Droid, I am a fool. I didn't listen to you last year, and Indiana drilled my Northwestern Wildcats, doggone it. And I believe that score was 41-24. Mendoza takes the belt high snap, looking to throw, rolls out to his right, looking, throwing, and it's incomplete. And it's 4th and 2 coming up for Indiana. And Droid's look. But from what Droid just told me, he's watching the ACC championship and cheering for Duke because he wants the James Madison Dukes to make the playoffs. And I'm going to joke with him by saying, can we just eliminate both teams? Can we just get Virginia and Duke out of there? Well, you know, it'll be even more hilarious. A scoreless. I know it's not a scoreless tie in that game. The last I saw, Duke was up 7-0, and we have a timeout, so we're going to take a timeout. 14-7. 14-7 Duke. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a timeout. And Droid, I just wanted you to know I was a fool last year. I'm not being a fool this time. Man, hurry up and get in here. All right. I'll talk to you later. Buddy. Out. Yeah, I just called my buddy Droid and gave him mess. I just gave him mess. We have timeout on the field. And my wife's laughing at something she's watching. I'm going to go find out what it is. We'll take 2 minutes. Ohio State 10, Indiana 3. Back after this timeout.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me Texas. Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Ohio State through the air 71-17 and 2. After we get back from the television timeout, I'd run the ball 3rd and 2. It's 4th and 2 right now, and I'd put it in the air because Ohio State is going to expect a run. See, they got 7 in the box right here, right now, with everybody on the line, and Mendoza is going to throw, and it's caught. First down. And Mendoza got whacked again with no penalty called. Great call that time on 4th and a deuce. Curry wreaking havoc. And that was a clean hit. I took what I said. He was being hit just as he threw the ball. So I take back what I said about a penalty being called. There should not have been a penalty, and there wasn't. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line of Ohio State. Indiana looking for the tie. Mendoza looks, takes the belt high snap and hands it to Black, running right. He's loose. Bangs down to the 20-yard line. Another first down for Indiana. Or they make it 2nd and 1. I beg your pardon. This is the area where Indiana has to come up with touchdowns. You cannot. I beg of you, Indiana. You cannot. They give it to Black, trying to bull his way forward, and he's got the first at the 20-yard line. Now, this is where Ohio State has stiffened tonight, whenever Indiana has gotten to or toward the red zone. Tell me how the camera looks, everybody. Is it blurry? Do I need to make an adjustment here? I think I do. I think I do. What I will do, I beg your pardon. I'll tell you after this play. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Mendoza to throw. He's going to take off. Dropped for a loss. Jackson again with the stop for Ohio State. The Bruins just scored. They now lead the Devils 4-1 as they close in on the end of that game. Now the Islanders have scored, and that game is over. They beat the Lightning 2-0. 2nd and 12 from the 22-yard line. Now they're outside of the red zone. 2-by-2 formation, receivers left and right. Mendoza out of the shotgun, takes the belt high snap, looks to throw. Nobody open, and down he goes again. Is that Curry? Yep, that's Caden Curry, his 2nd sack of the night. My, oh my. This Ohio State defense, whenever Indiana has gotten into the red zone, has stiffened. And now it's 3rd down. If you're Indiana, if you do not connect for the first down here, you take the points. Because Ohio State is beating up Mendoza at every chance they get. and you want to stay within range. 3rd and 15 from the 25-yard line. They got to get to the 10 for a new set of downs. Mendoza takes the belt high shotgun snap, looks to throw, fires over the middle. That pass is caught by Kukowski inside the 20, inside the 15, and out of bounds at the 14-yard line. And it's 4th down. Are the Cleveland Cavaliers winning? I suspect that they are. Let's find out. They're playing Golden State tonight. Let's find out. 4th and 4. Nico Radicic will try to make his second field goal of the night. He is 1 for 2, connected from 29 and missed from 40. This is a 32-yard field goal attempt, right hash, angle to the left. Snap is down, placement made, kick on the way, drilled through the uprights and good. To answer Rob's question, the answer is no. There's 6:13 remaining in the 4th quarter, and the score is Golden State 88, Cleveland 77. And go Warriors. Where am I located? I'm in Indiana. Our score is 10-6. Indiana has 2 field goals. Ohio State a touchdown and a field goal. And we get a final. The Bruins defeat the Devils. Sorry, Ryan. 88. Oh, Jesus Louise. 4-1 is that final. And Victor just posted the update I just talked about. 88-77 Warriors with the lead. Hold them off and get the win. Cleveland. And I got a funny story to tell you about Cleveland. .247 for the half. Ohio State 10, Indiana 6. Now it's time for the Indiana defense to stiffen. Here's the kick, high and deep, headed toward the left corner. It's taken in. Receiver takes a knee. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Ohio State from their own 25. Illinois, Oregon, Ohio State, and Penn State. Ryan Day's ranked wins go Ohio State 1st in scoring defense, Indiana 2nd in scoring defense. This is in the nation. This is not just in the conference. This is nation. 2 of the stingiest defenses playing against each other, and you're seeing the result right now. Ohio State 10, Indiana 6 on the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Sayin back to throw, fires left by Carnell Tate. He's got a 1st down out to the 36-yard line. And if you're Ohio State, you don't take another snap. A good throw by and stepped into the throw and fired a rock. You got 22 on the play clock, and you don't have to take in the snap. Just stand there, let the clock tick down to 2 minutes. My words are messed up. I'm going to get more consistent at this. I promise you guys I will. 2:03, 2:02, 2:01, and 2 minutes. And that'll send us to our timeout. It's a 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the first half. Ohio State 10, Indiana 6. Pause for this timeout.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
In the first half, Ohio State 10, Indiana 6. And the Hoosiers trying to get one more stop before the half. And Ohio State gets the ball to start the second half as they won the toss and deferred. Gotta work on this shoulder right here. It hurts right here and all the way up part of the neck too. And I know these muscles are tight as a fist right now. But that's all right. I'm here. I'm learning to show up again for you guys. And yes, I said I'm learning to show up again often. I mean, every time I got something scheduled, and I'm going to work on my schedule tonight for the next week. Get everything out in the open, get everything on the calendar. Excuse me. All right. Oh, Duke is causing chaos. They lead Virginia 14-7 at the half. What did my buddy Chris Dietz say? I'm here for the memes. Ay. Tom Rinaldi trying to say what's going on at the half, and all the guys are messing with him. I love it. Pistons beating the Bucks 100-80. Good. The Bucks are dead. I'm sorry. I love you, Giannis, but you need to leave Milwaukee. Out of the pistol on first down, they turn and hand it to Jackson. Jackson running left, dragged down at the 40-yard line. Gain of 4, second down and 6. If you're Indiana, you would love a stop right here as they have 2 timeouts remaining. Ohio State with 3. And you want to try to get some points before the half. Clippers beating the T-Wolves 66-60. Are they at halftime in that game, Victor? Victor Lott providing us with the scoreboard updates. Second down and 6. 1:24 left in the first half. Sayin out of the gun. Takes the bell high shotgun snap. Looks to throw in trouble and sack. Jones with his second sack of the night. Quarter 3. They're in the third quarter of the game. Find out about this score, Victor. Illinois and Tennessee. That's the game CeeLo streaming right now. He's a big-time Volunteers fan. 3rd and 8. 50 seconds and counting. Ohio State 0 for 3 on third downs tonight. 2 receivers to the right and a lone slot to the left is Jeremiah Smith, the super sophomore. 5 on the play clock. 38 seconds left in the first half. Snap to Sayin. Throw. Looking and firing to the left side. Incomplete, looking for Jeremiah Smith. And it's 4th down. Kings beating the Heat 95-72. What? Wow. Have the Heat fallen? How far have the Heat fallen? 4th and 8. 2 timeouts left for Indiana, 3 for Ohio State. And I don't know if Indiana halftime Mavs and Rockets top 57. Victor Locke with our NBA update this evening. McGuire punting away for Ohio State for the second time tonight. And we get a flag first. Nope, timeout called by Ohio State. Illinois is winning 55-50, guessing their second half of that game. Oh, Kenneth just gave us a score. They're down to the final 9 minutes in that game. Our hoops coverage will begin next week in earnest. NBA college ball. And we ain't covering the NBA Cup, just so you know. We're waiting for that to finish first. Fourth down and 8. McGuire will punt it away. 8:35 left in the second half, and let's go Illinois. ILLINI. And Arizona won today. It's one of my other teams that I follow, so they may be the new number one team in the nation. McGuire's punt. 28 seconds left in the first half. Fair catch called for and made at the 14-yard line. So Mendoza and company, I suspect, will take a knee and head to halftime. And they left some points. They left some points on the table. Indiana has missed a field goal and 2 field goals in the game out of 3 attempts. They start from the 15-yard line, first down. Handoff is to Roman Hamby, and Hamby will spin forward for a gain of 3. 18 seconds left in the half, and that is probably going to do it. Second down and 7. 9 seconds left, now 8. Everybody's headed to the half. Everybody's headed to the locker rooms, and that's the half. And we got a defensive slobberknocker. You saw that. In the championship game, team leading at the half is 9-5 all time. This is the 50th annual Big Ten championship game. And your score at the end of the first half is Ohio State 10, Indiana 6, and a defensive slobberknocker. First half stats come your way after an extended timeout.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years of fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years of fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you total football talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
It was Georgia over Alabama 28-7, which more than likely knocks them out of the college football playoff. You heard me talking to Droid earlier tonight, and he's rooting for Duke to win. So James Madison, the Dukes, get into the college football playoff. Alabama, Notre Dame, and Miami are all campaigning for playoff spots, and I don't think any one of them deserves a playoff spot. No, Miami beat Notre Dame earlier in the year. Notre Dame started 0-2 and then raced through the rest of the season. Notre Dame and Miami are both 10-2. Duke is beating Virginia, and a lot of Miami and Notre Dame fans are rooting for a loss for Virginia. So if Virginia comes back and wins this game, they get their spot in the playoff as the ACC champion. It's crazy. We're going to settle all that tomorrow when they announce the 12 teams in the playoffs. Sorry, couldn't help it. When they announce 12 teams in the playoffs for this year. We're going to cover the playoff as well as the FCS playoffs. The NAIA championship is on the way December 20th. We'll have coverage of that. All kinds of good stuff as we give the underdog some love too. Texas, Ohio State leads Indiana. Speaking of underdogs, Indiana trying to be the biggest underdog. Knock off Ohio State. What's our saying? To be the champs, you must unseat the champs. And Indiana's got 30.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years of fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
Finally found a place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years of fan, 30 years in the booth. And now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you total football talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Dad?
Just want me.
So I took halftime off so I can try to stretch my right shoulder out because it is in horrible pain right now. But I'm here. Like I said, I would be. Each team has a turnover, and it comes in the form of an interception. And Carnell Tate has the lone touchdown of the game to this juncture. 9-yard touchdown reception. Kalen Black has a 52-yard run, longest run of the game, last play of the game. Actually, that matches a 52-yard pass play from Super Saiyan to Jeremiah Smith. Indiana, 166 total yards, 79 on the ground. They're 3 of 8 on third down conversions. I lost train of thought for a moment. We're ready to start the third quarter. Indiana will kick off from left to right, or right to left. I beg your pardon, right to left. Here it is. It'll go to and through. No, it'll be taken at the 4-yard line. Ahead to the 15, 20, and Ennis gets out to the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Ohio State University. Tell me who you guys like to win Ohio State. Indiana with 6 points in the first half. Fewest. What's up, CeeLo? I got the final score. Illinois beat Tennessee 75-62 in Tennessee. On first down, Sayin rolls right, looks right, throws. It's caught by the big tight end. He flips for a gain of 9. That's Cass Merrick with the reception for Ohio State. I sent it 3 losses for Tennessee. Oh, man. 2nd down and 1, 14:25 left in the third quarter. Sayin out of the pistol with Jackson behind him. Klein in motion. And they give it to Jackson. And Jackson's going to have the first down and more. 45 to the 50 and brought down at the Indiana 44-yard line. CeeLo said 16-10 for his final on this game. And Jackson picks up 22 yards. First down, Ohio State. And that is their longest run of the ball game. It's longest play, but it is their longest run play. And so you may be right. It may be heading for a 16-10 game. On first down at the Indiana 44, Sayin takes a belt high snap, rolls out to his left, looking to throw, step up into the pocket, and he is dropped at midfield. 6-yard loss on that play. Third sack of the night. Landino gets back. Landino gets the sack for Indiana. And in a moment, we're going to go to Droid for an update from the ACC Championship. Stand by. Second down coming up. Landino with I believe the sack of the night for Indiana. It's one of the sports that's been so difficult for me to make stats on. I can do it for basketball. I can do it for baseball. Sometimes I can. Yep, it is the fourth sack. Ohio State has 3. Second down and 15 for Ohio State back at the Indiana 39 line. They go 2 receiver right and a long slot to the left. Snap to Sayin. Here they come again, and they got him again. They're going to call that a sack. Sayin still was able to get away Haley with the sack on that play. Now coming up. Third down coming up for the Bucks. Call Sayin down for a sack. Third and a long bundle. They need a bunch. And I believe match number is 28 that they'll need on third down. And they are that's kept Indiana in the game. Ohio State is 0-4 on third down tonight. They need 26 is the match number. Outside to the 40 and timeout called by Indiana first. And since we do have a timeout, here's the Droid with ACC Championship. Get Droid.
Well, Virginia, they're driving, but the thing is, they're struggling on converting on these massive opportunities. It's been a struggle all game, and Duke has just been stuffing them. As another run here, it's going to lead to a third down, and third down has been just a massive struggle for Virginia. They have not converted well, and Duke is just all over that run. It's going to be 14-7 Duke with about 9:55 remaining in the third.
How has Virginia done on third downs? That's been the key stat tonight in the championship games.
Third down, they are 5 for 8. They are only 1 for 2 in the red zone. And this is a third down in the red zone. As the snap back to Taylor, the running back, and he's going to get the first down. You know, Duke has always been an impressive team.
In just a few moments. Third down and 27 coming up. Yeah. Third and 27 for Ohio State. 12-14 remaining in the third quarter. Ohio State 10, Indiana 6. Snap to Sayin. And Jeremiah Smith is only going to get 1. Indiana with the stop again.
That's your Heisman
And it's
candidate?
fourth down. It's fourth down, and Ohio State will punt. Tucker with the pressure that time for Indiana.
The thing I don't understand
is in this ball
Jeremiah Smith overhype.
Ball game, folks. For the fourth time tonight. You get a direct snap, and away they go. And it will come to a stop at the 11-yard line. That'll send us to a timeout.
I am still here. Don't worry.
11:32 for the third. Ohio State 10, Indiana 6. And a final score for a fan that asked earlier about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Final score, Warriors 99, Cavaliers 94. And that was in Cleveland. We're back in 2 minutes. From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years a fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Edmonton all over the Winnipeg Jets, 3-0 in the first period. They get their third goal at the 7:24 mark of period one. So it's 1st and 10 for Indiana as they look for the lead. Indiana's got to get their passing game going. Fernando Mendoza has been beat up tonight, but I just feel they are one big pass play away from getting the lead in this ball game. They'll work out of the pistol with Hamby behind him, and Hamby gets the call running right. And Hamby was stuck at first, pushes out to the 18-yard line. And the message was sent during the first play of the game when Cameron Curry whacked Fernando Mendoza. And then later on in the first quarter, they lost one of their big play receivers in Amari Cooper, who is on the bench, but is not likely to return to this ball game. 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun is Mendoza. 3 receivers left, lone slot right. Snap to Mendoza. He'll give it to Hamby, and Hamby will get to the 19. And it leaves 3rd down coming up for the Hoosiers. They've got to put the ball in the end zone. Well, first they got to take a chance down the field. 87 rush yards tonight, only 20 for Ohio State. If you're running the ball, you got to keep running it. You're getting success so far. You got to keep running the football. 3rd down and a deuce. 10-17 left in the third. Ball outside the 20-yard line, or just inside the 20-yard line as we look at it. 3 receivers left. Lone slot to the right. Mendoza back to throw. Winds up. Uncorks a deep one. Surratt's there. He's got it! First down, Indiana. And it's Becker with the catch. 51 on that pass play. First down, Hoosiers. And what a catch by Becker, able to hold on to it while he's dragged down to the ground. from the 29-yard line. First and Hamby's inside the 25. Still going down to the 20, maybe the 19. First down, Indiana. You don't want to chase points if you're in here, but you're already chasing 4 points. Least time trailing in the second half. Ohio State has yet to trail in the second half. Indiana trailed 8 minutes 47 seconds. That was Penn State. Orioles third at 21 and a half minutes. That came against Indiana at Autzen Stadium. First and 10, 19-yard line. Mendoza out of the gun. He takes the belt high snap and hands it off to Caleb Blow. He'll get one, maybe a pair. Cameron Curry right back there. Stiles finishes off the tackle.
You know, I mean, one of the big guys for Indiana.
The
has
red zone
been
offense for
Surratt
Indiana
all
tonight.
season
3
long.
possessions, 2 for 3 on field with that big fat egg. That big fat goose egg for touchdowns. Joy back with this. We'll get this in a moment. Bruce Marmy is with us. What's up, Bruce? Got the problem of crazy and it's today. And I'll get the part this week. Mendoza to throw, looking, stepping up into the pocket, rolls out to his left, looking to throw, chucks it, incomplete. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Hoosiers. Roy, go ahead.
So Surratt has been absolutely solid. I mean, he doesn't have massive games, but he's there in the important moments. And, you know, Mendoza is looking for him, and he's been looking for him recently. And he's going to be a big part of why Indiana could win this championship.
You're going to have to find him now. 3rd down and 8. Indiana 4 for 9 on 3rd down. It's a big number. Trips slot right. Mendoza takes the high snap. Look, fires. Mail to Rod. Got it! Touchdown, Indiana! And the Hoosiers have grabbed the lead with 8:02 left in the 3rd quarter. See? Droid does it to me again. Draws it to me again. He says something about Elijah Surratt, and bingo! 19-yard pass play for the touchdown. Like I'm seeing, it could be trophy time. That just may be. Radicic for the extra point. It is good. And with 8:02 left in the 3rd quarter, the Indiana Hoosiers, those Indiana Hoosiers have regained the lead in this big championship game. 8:02 left the 3rd. Your score, Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. We're back after this timeout.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
13-10, Indiana with the lead as we are in the third quarter, 8:02 left in the third period. Second time Indiana has led tonight. They led 3-0, then Ohio State scored 10 in a row, led 10-3, then a field goal late in the first half made it 10-6, and then this touchdown, 19-yard pass play to the man, the legend, Elijah Surratt. And the Hoosiers are in for the second time, 19-10. George's thoughts.
I mean, Elijah Surratt, again, that guy that I highlighted is going to be good in these high-pressure moments. Elijah Surratt, he executes, but, you know, it's going to take a lot more than just Elijah Surratt for Indiana to win this championship. They got to look at that defense. They got to stop Jeremiah Smith. They got to stop that quarterback in Sayin from making good offensive opportunities late in this game.
Well, what we had talked about pre-show is that there is so much on the line in this game that you got. Thing is the number one seed in the college football playoff and taking 5 yards deep in the end zone. And Ohio will have it at their own 5-yard line. For the first time, Ohio State is trailing in the second half this year. Let me repeat that.
This is just
Ohio State
rare
is trailing
territory.
for the first time in the second half this year. (8:02 left in the third. Ohio State with the ball, trailing 13-10. Indiana trying to do the, well, flat out the impossible. From the 25-yard line, first down and 10. Sent out of the gun. Lowers his leg, takes the ball, snap, and hands it off to Jackson. Jackson gets across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Gain of 7. Second 3. 7:50 left. Third quarter. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. So Droid here with you. And Kenneth, you're right. David versus Goliath game with so much hanging in the balance. The number one seed in the CFP, the Big Ten championship, and also the Heisman Trophy hangs in the balance. These are your two front runners, Julian Super Sayin and Fernando Mendoza. Second down and 3. Hand off to Jackson. Jackson rolling to his left is going to get dropped for a loss of 1. Third down coming up for the Buckeyes. And if you're Indiana, you want to keep them right here. 7:09 left in the third. And again, must mention, this is the first time Ohio State won the second half. Ohio State yet to convert a third down tonight. They need one here, 3rd and 4. They'll keep this drive alive. From the 31-yard line, moving right. Back to Sayin. Looking over the middle. That's their conversion, and that's a first down for the Buckeyes. Ennis with the catch for Ohio State. And big first down converted. Third down converted for Ohio State of downs. Go long, and Ennis take the short route right at the sticks. And a first down at their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Jackson the lone setback, Sayin under center, receiver left, receiver right. They fake it to Jackson. Sayin rolls out to his right and fires. It is caught, first down more, out to the 50 and down to the Indiana 44-yard line as Claire makes his first reception of the ball game. 1st and 10. The Coliseum is live, and you're on it. Thank you, AB Media. Welcome to the folks at the Coliseum, our normal Saturday night out. In this broadcast, it's the Big Ten Championship. It's Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. 5:40 left in the third quarter. Ohio State make moves as they first time this season in the second half. They give it to Jackson, and Jackson is bottom rock for a loss of 1. Loss of 1, second down and 11. Coming up for the Buckeyes as they look to regain the lead. That's not the first time that Jackson has lost a couple of yards on a carry. This Indiana defense has been stingy. Very stingy. 2nd and 11. 5 minutes to third. Sayin out of the shotgun with Jackson standing to his right. They fake it to him, and Sayin fires left and caught. What a catch! What a catch by Jeremiah Smith! And first down for the Buckeyes. That was a bullet to the right side, and Jeremiah Smith hauled it in for a gain of 13 and a first down for the Buckeyes. Holy cow. I mean, he leaped the defender by a good foot and snatched it out of midair. First and 10. If you're here for the first time, make sure and subscribe. Hit the Cash App, support the show. Hit the Super Chat, support the show. That's A's on first down. Claire with on inside the 20 and down at the 19-yard line. Gain of 7 down and 3 coming up for the Buckeyes. 4-11 for the third as they trail 13-10. Indiana trying to do the impossible. The absolute impossible. And again, thank you to the folks in the Coliseum tuning us in tonight. 2nd and a deuce. 3:54 for the third. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. Sayin gets the belt high snap and hands it to Jackson. Jackson has a first down and more. Inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. First down, Buckeyes. Edmonton Oilers scored. They lead the Winnipeg Jets 4-0 as they count down to under 6 to go in the first period. Holy cow, they were in the first period of that game. And Jackson has not been used much tonight. They've been relying on Julian Sayin to do most of their damage. And to his credit, he has responded. 13 of 15, 100 yards, a pick. Out of the pistol form, first down, they to Jackson. Sayin looking to throw. Sidearm pass over the middle. It's caught by Claire. Claire inside the 10, down to the 9. What a pass by Sayin. A sidearm pass across his body to his tight end, cutting across the middle. Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. 2:47 in the third quarter. Ohio State using a lot of time on this drive, trailing 13-10. If you're Ohio State, you want to get the lead back. You don't want to settle for a field goal and tie it, because when you're the champs, you don't want to give anybody a chance in this game. The Kings have scored. They lead my beloved Blackhawks 2-0. They're in the second period of that game. They hop to Jackson, runs straight ahead, gets down to the 5. Sig Diggy with us from the Coliseum chat. Ohio State's offense, 3 possessions in the red zone. They have a touchdown and a field goal. Their third trip into the red zone tonight. And if you're Indiana, you want to keep them right where they are right now. 3rd and 1. The 5-yard line. 1:57 remaining in the third quarter. This will be the 11th play of the drive coming up. They've 6 minutes and 10 seconds and counting. Not a seat to be had at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Out of the shotgun is Sayin with Jackson standing to his left. Sayin looking to his, rolling to his left, looking at the throw. He fires incomplete, looking for Jeremiah Smith. And now, do you take the points or do you gamble? Say, chat. If I know Ohio State, Ron Day is going to gamble and go for it. Jeremiah Smith was incomplete. It is 4th and 1. Duke leads Virginia 17-10. Kenneth, give me a status in that game. Are they in the fourth quarter? 4th and 1. For the season, Ohio State is 11 for 16 on 4th down. And it's Sayin that will take it himself. He's got the first down to the 3-yard line.
And an update on Duke, Virginia. It is the third quarter, 3:53 remaining.
Third quarter. I heard Droid momentarily. They were third quarter. First and goal for the Buckeyes. 107 in the third quarter. 12 play drive coming up. Correction, 13 play of the drive coming up, and we have time on the field. Talking by Ohio State. They're still in third quarter in Charlotte. Duke leads Virginia 17-10. What if Duke wins? What if Duke wins the ACC championship? And now this is regular time. Those of you in the Coliseum, hang tight with us. We're taking a break. 13-10, Indiana leads with under a minute to go in the third quarter. This is Snowman Multimedia, home of the 2025 Big Ten Championship.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Our 30th season of broadcasting. This is Snowman Multimedia. We started it as the Interscholastic Sports Network back home in Chicago. It became Arena Sportsnet in 2013, and there's a challenge here. And they're looking at where no, he didn't get that first down. His knee was at the 5-yard line, and if that's the case, as they're reviewing this, that's a turnover on downs. And that's exactly what happened. Ohio State is stuffed at the 5-yard line. So Indiana has it. Late in the quarter. And they'll have it at their own 5-yard line. 10 with 1:04 remaining in the third quarter. And they hand it off to King. He'll get 5-yard line and go no further. As we have counted down to the Invader Coffee final minute of the third period. Second down, 10 coming up. 48 seconds left and counting. Third period of play. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. In case you're joining us, and for those of you that are joining us in the Coliseum, first of all, thank you. Second of all, to catch you up, Indiana took the lead in this third period. 13-10, 19-yard pass play from Mendoza to Elijah Surratt, his first catch of the game, and Indiana on second. Mendoza fires, caught. So that's Surratt. No, that's a first down for Indiana. And that first down will take us to the end of the third quarter. Rod Williams catch. And that'll take us to the end of the third period. We got one. We got what a lot of people to the Slobberknocker. End of 3. Indiana 13. Ohio State 10. Can Indiana do the impossible? They got 15 to do so.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
I can't believe what I'm going to say, but at the end of 3, as we head to the money period brought to you by BetUS.com. BetUS.com, where the game begins. You heard that right. Indiana leads 13-10. And I'm trying to make a setting here, and it's exactly what I thought that's the problem that I thought it would exactly would be. You can support the channel via Cash App, GoFundMe, and PayPal. All the information is across the bottom of your screen. And I just realized that, so I don't need the extra setting that I was going to put up. The Kings have beat Blackhawks 0. The third period Mangalis. Are you with me?
Yeah, I am. It's just really laggy on my end.
Yeah. Well, stay with us. We're going to try to keep coming to you for some updates. They're done with one in Vancouver, and the Minnesota Wild, aka Wild, lead the Canucks 1-0. So we'll keep you updated with all the scores and NBA scores, and I'm happy to tell you, Golden State 99, Cleveland 94. That's the final from earlier tonight. We are going to resume our NBA coverage after complete the NBA Cup for the reasons of scheduling. So this week, we're going to have 2, maybe 3 hockey games. Yes, old man hockey. 3 hockey games. But then my wife put it, and she had me laughing out loud when she said this. Hockey is just for people to fight.
Wow.
I love that. As we start the fourth quarter, it's Indiana. And we're ready to get back to business. Indiana's held the ball for 22 minutes and 32 seconds. They have 266 yards. Ohio State with 209. And this is probably the biggest drive of the game. We start the fourth quarter with a run by Roman Hamby, and Hamby gets knocked down for a loss of 1. Second down coming up for Indiana Hoosiers, who lead this game 13-10. You know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see Indiana take it the distance after the 4th down hold and stick it in the end zone. You don't set up for a feed here. At the same time, a punt does you good as well, because no matter where you are, you pin them deep. 2nd and 10. That's the great Carlin on hockey, but it cannot be set in the air. No, it cannot. And I already know what the Carlinism is. It's from 1986. Out of the pistol, Mendoza claps his hands, takes snap, back to throw, looking left, narrows out to right, looking and firing over the middle. That pass is caught. First down, Indiana. They've gone their tight ends a lot with the loss of Omari Cooper. A good fake to Black, and Mendoza looked, surveyed the scene, rolled out to right. Thank you, Paul Allen, for that phrase. Surveyed the scene. Thank you for that phrase also. Jackson has a workout in this ball game. From the 32-yard line, first and 10. They hand it off to Kaleon Black running left. And Black trying to squeeze through. Gets across 35 to the 36-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. A Carlinism that I can say on here, and for those of you listening in the Coliseum, football is concerned with downs. What down is it? And Victor knows the rest. 2nd down and 6, 13-0 for the ball game. 103 rushing yards for Indiana, only 2 for Ohio State. So made Ohio State one-dimensional. That's one reason they have the lead right now. Snap to Mendoza, looking to throw, looking left, firing left. That pass is caught. And another first down for Indiana. And they keep the clock moving. Becker with his 6th catch of the ball game tonight. Cameron Becker's caught 6 for 93 yards. And he stepped out right at the first down. 12:30 remaining in the long clock run. 13-10 Indiana. 10 on Mendoza side of the snap and hands it to the 45 to the 46-yard line. I think my wife fell asleep in her office. I haven't heard it. Baseball is concerned with up. Are you up? I'm not up. He's up. Exactly. 2nd down and 7. 12 minutes to go. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. And they're taking as much time off the clock as they can. This is what you do when you have the lead and you got a great team like Ohio State on the ropes. You use this drive and hopefully deliver a knockout punt. They give a Hamby, run left. He gets out to the 48. 4 for Indiana. Man, oh man. I would love to take a victory like this into Victory Monday and then take it 2-time with the Indianapolis Colts tomorrow. Though the last couple of weeks, I've been concerned with how they've looked. But tomorrow is a new game. Indy 8-4, Jacksonville 8-4. First place in the AFC South hangs in the balance. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff. We'll have it for you here on Snowman Multimedia. Business here, 3rd and 5. 11:09 for the ball game. Indiana is 5 for 10. Ohio State is 1 for 6 on 3rd downs tonight. Mendoza takes the belt high, shotgun snap, rolls out to his right, looking to throw, in trouble, against pressure, and chucks it. It's incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and Indiana will punt. Each team has 4 sacks on the evening. And now Indiana's defense is going to be called upon to stiffen one more time. But the thing you take away from a drive like this, yeah, you're forced to punt. A, it's midfield. B, you can keep and force them to drive the length of the field. C, you took a lot of time off clock toward the end of the 3rd quarter and into the 4th quarter. Fair catch called for. No fair catch by Ennis. He'll get dragged down to about the 10-yard line. They'll drag down. They'll drag him down at the 10. And I need to do a timeout. I need a breather because I need some water. 10:04 for the ball game. Your score is Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. Pause this timeout.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Laughing. 13-10, Indiana with the lead over the Ohio State University, as the Buckeyes have a chance to get the lead. And there may be a lag on my end. I know one more part. There's one more part that I need to get. One more part that I need to get to really solidify the studio. In fact, there are 4 different parts coming. And I'll take off the before and after of how we're going to put this bad boy together. If you like what you see and what you hear, you can support the channel, like, sharing, and subscribing. Hit the Cash App to support the show at $Snowman Dr. K50. And also the Super Chat is open as well. Ohio State is training for 12 minutes in the second half. This is the first game they have in the second half tonight. It's against Indiana Hoosiers. Look at the 10-yard line, 1st and 10, moving right to left. Sayin 16 of 19 for 177 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. The turn handoff to Jackson. Jackson gets 5 out of the 50-yard line. $10:35 remaining in the ball game. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. This is a live alternative play-by broadcast on Snowman Multimedia. I am calling the game here, and I know there's a lot of people that ask, why don't you game? Because I would get a fat check on with momentum beginning to build as we're approaching 2,200 subscribers. 2nd down and 6 from the 14-yard line. Out of the pistol formation, they turn and they give it to Jackson again, and Jackson's got the 1st down and more out to the 24-yard line. Couch King is with us. Indiana about to win this one. Man, I hope you're right. Bruce Marmy, our first subscriber to our YouTube channel, our first member, I should say, channel member of our YouTube channel. Robert Smith, Maurice Claret, A.K. Diamonds, Travion Anderson, Bo Jackson, all true freshmen with 1,000-yard season. Congratulations to Bo Jackson there. 1st and 10. Looking and fires. It is caught. Big tight end's got it outside the 25 to the 28-yard line. And thank you for joining us tonight. You can also become a member of the channel for as low as $2.99 a month. Go to youtube.com/Snowman Multimedia, click the membership panel, and join us on our journey to broadcast excellence with a lot of fun mixed in. 9 minutes for the game. 13-10, Indiana with the lead. Second down and 6 from the 28-yard. And this time under center with an automation behind him to West. West is going to get dragged down after a gain of about 1. Man, I'd love Indiana to get a stop here. I know Ohio State's champs. I called the national championship last year. I plan to call the national championship from Miami this year, right here in studio. But, man, I'd love a little chaos right now. If anybody can get Droid, if you're with me, if you can supply an update on the ACC championship, please do so. I know it's lagging on your end.
Duke in the fourth
and I
quarter.
made a mistake.
Duke just punted away. Virginia
1
with
for
possession.
7 on third down. Ohio State. Need this one here. Keep going. Same out of the gun. Take throw. He fires over the pass. Pop by West, and West will pick up the first down out to the 38-yard line. It's laggy here too. I know why. When I ordered my computer. And a good sidearm throw. Donaldson with the K2. And they flip it out to Jeremiah Smith. And Smith is going to get a couple. Last thing Indiana needs to this drive is a penalty. And 15. 5-yard long. High shotgun snap. He winds up and throws. It's caught by Jackson. Jackson's going to get taken down, and he gets bowled forward. Third down coming up for the Bucks. 6:40 remaining. Bucks looking for the go-ahead score. And you're right, Bruce. Chaos coming up. Let's hope so. Droid, if you have an update, come on with it.
3rd and 9 for Virginia, 17-10. Virginia with possession. They are in their own
AC
half.
championship game. 6:20 remaining.
7:30 remaining in the fourth.
Two receivers to the right. Smith to the left. Snap back throw. Looking. Rolls into his right. Looking. Fires. And caught. First down, Buckeyes. Carnell Tate. Holy catfish. What a drive by Ohio State. What a game pick. And another first down. Another first down coming up for the Buckeyes. LXST in the Coliseum chat. Greats AB and myself. Thank you for chiming in. Julian Sayin on this drive is 5 for 5 for 34 yards. Minutes remaining. They hand off to Jackson running straight ahead. He gets across the 40 to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 8. As the clock keeps ticking. 5:18 and counting for the ball game. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. Now remember, 4th down stop tonight, deep in their own territory, as Ohio State was looking to get the lead then. 2nd and 8. 5 minutes remaining. This is the 10th. They started this drive at their own end. Out of the pistol again, Jackson behind Sayin. And they fix Jackson. Sayin to throw. Stepping up into the box. pocket and winds up and throws it away. They've gone to the second period, and the Oilers lead the Jets now 4-0. 3rd and 8. Man, I'd love for them to get. I'd love for them to get a stop again. I want Indiana to create some chaos. Y'all heard me. I want the Indiana Hoosiers to create a whole bunch of chaos. And my mic just came apart. I'm going to fix that one. 3rd and 8 for the Buckeyes. You see me holding my microphone here. 3rd and 8. 5 play clock. Sayin, take it away to Bo Jackson. Jackson is going to get tackled short of the first down, but a flag comes in. Penalty coming up, I think, against Indiana. This is me fixing my microphone here also. And I didn't tighten that up, so that's on me. This penalty is going to against Ohio, go against Indiana. I beg your pardon. Personal below the waist. Block below the waist gives Ohio new step downs. Yeah, you can't go low on. You can't. You just cannot block below the waist. So with 4:33 left, there's only 23 points scored in this game. Indiana has 13 of them. 1st and 10 from Indiana 18-yard line. Ohio State moving left on first down, handed off to Jackson. Up, but Jesus through inside 15, still going to the 10-yard line. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ohio State looks for the lead. This is the first game they have trailed in the second half into a touchdown pass to Fernando Mendoza. And that came in the 3rd quarter, and it's been Indiana's defense that has held on since. 3:50 and counting for the ball game. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. 13-5 coming up for the Buckeyes. 2nd down and 2 from the 10-yard line. They're working out of the pistol. Jackson Hines Sayin takes a snap. He gets it to Jackson. Jackson is going to be stopped short of the sound. They'll get that. It'll be 3rd down 1. The 2-9. My heart all aflutter again, hearing my wife's laughter. The 2 plays that will define this college football playoff are right here. This is the 4th time Ohio State's been in the red zone. They only have 1 touchdown tonight, and they field goal, and they also turn the ball over on downs. 3 minutes left. 3rd and 1. Sayin under center. They fake it. He rolls out to his right, looking to throw, and fires. Incomplete. What play? What play? Tipping it over the last second. 4th and 1. Oh my. Oh goodness. As my wife says best, insanity may do. Ohio State's going for the field goal. It is 4th and 1. The only day I am not streaming this week is going to be Monday. That's going to be a total administration / reset day. This is a 27-yard field goal attempt, right hash angle to the left to tie the ball game. And did he miss that? He missed it. Fielding missed the field goal from 27 yards. What? The daylights out of it. Holy catfish. In a ball up 3 with 2:48 remaining in the ball game. Gulp. As my wife said best, insanity may ensue here. Time out on the field. 2:48 for the ball. A missed field goal keeps Indiana in front, 13-10. Back after this timeout.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
I can 13-10. 2:48 left in the ball game. Yikes. Then for Indiana, they'll start at their own 20, moving right. It's Kaleon Black running left, and he gets out to the 24-yard line, and Ohio State will set timeout. Now, the ultimate chaos scenario, 5 game for Black, 2nd down and 5. Timeout called by the Buckeyes. 2:44 remaining. We're going to keep this one here. I'll turn to Droid again if he has his. If everything is okay there, I'll turn to Droid again for an update for the ACC championship. Droid, take it away if you have it.
It's going to be 20-10 Duke after a field goal after failing to convert on 4 goal chances. Virginia could still win this, but it's a slim chance at this point in the game.
Wow. Duke is causing us. So is Indiana. And for those of you dormant, because everything is going to run through Snowman Multimedia, as it should. Me and the wife had a nice long talk about it, and she asked me the question again. She asked me this 2 years ago, why are you starting yourself out with different channels? Think through Snowman Multimedia, you keep it easier, and you keep building it easier. She's right. So all the extra channels are gone. And that means the one for Snowman in the morning is gone. The Brian Snow Show channel is gone. Snowman Sportsnet is being run through Snowman Multimedia. That's a decision I finally made and I'm sticking with. Come out here. So everything's in Snowman Multimedia. That's the chance to get the traction right now. And that's the channel that's going to be our live home. And Brother BGS has gotten on me about doing more for the videos. I'm going to make time because what's going to happen
is I'm going to set aside a day, and it's probably going to be Monday. I'm going to set aside 2 days a week where I do nothing but batch record and edit and put everything together. I'm going to spend a few hours every couple of days a week just batch recording and editing, and just make sure that did I mention chaos rules? Yes, you did, Bruce. Yes, you did. And AB, thanks for the word a little bit. I know why. I should have the solution later this week for my new computer. I know exactly why. I didn't even think about it. So let me ask y'all a question. Going forward, during college, should you about doing the lower divisions that hardly get any coverage at all, and even some in the NAIA, which is where my heart lies, since I covered Trinity International and that conference for many, many moons. I enjoy the content I get from Multimedia. Man, I love you guys for those. Second down and 5. Indiana trying to deliver the 44 remaining. Mendoza out of the surround motion. And they handed it off to Keelan Black, and Black's gonna get knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd down and 6 coming up for Indiana. And if there was ever a time for them to convert a 3rd down, it's right now. And Ohio State will spend their second timeout. Indiana 115 losses. That's the second most in Division I history. 20% Ohio State, the best in Division I history. Indiana has lost 81 times against Ohio State. They've won 30 consecutive times, the losing streak over a single opponent in Big Ten history. Think about all of that. Ohio State has won 30 consecutive times over Indiana. 30. And now Indiana is on the verge of pulling off a miracle. Tomorrow we have the Colts and the Jaguars from Jacksonville. The Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. I believe that streak will be put to rest. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Mendoza in shotgun formation with the back standing to his right. And looks to throw and corks a deep one left side, and then it's Becker. He's got it! He's got it! First down, Indiana! Unreal! Becker has been the biggest reason Indiana has been in front in the second half. Wow. Horowitz, Feinberg, and Horowitz in the college chat, along with News, This is Contents, and LSST. Greetings to all of you, and to Sick Diggy as well. Picked up in the Coliseum, and we got 2 minutes remaining. Wow. My gracious. Indiana is about to do the impossible. And that was a 33-yard pass play. And that just may have been the Hadouken to knock out Ohio State. Holy cow. 2 minutes left. And Ohio State has reached their 2-minute warning. The number 1 left. Indiana 13. Ohio State 10. Back after this timeout.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
It was October 8th, 1988. Last time Indiana and they're on the verge of doing it again. This is crazy. Mendoza in the first quarter was 3 for 8 for 30 yards. And with 2 minutes left, I think it was Dietz that took Ohio State. I picked Indiana. I believe in this team. First and 10. 2 minutes left. Mendoza takes the snap, hands it to Keelan Black, and he trips and falls, getting back to the line of scrimmage. Ohio State left. And they will spend it here. No, clock is still running. 1-3 ball game. Second down and 10. Ohio State holding on now to absolutely have to use it. On the next time, I'll go to for an update from the championship. Hand off to Keelan Black again. This time he pushes forward down to the 40 yard. 10 left. Now Ohio State will spend their final timeout. 70 seconds remaining from the impossible becoming reality. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. And Jordan, if you're with me, we'll go to you right now for an update from the championship. Very badly. Too much lag. 2013 Duke in the fourth quarter. Under 4 minutes remaining in that game. Oh boy. It's be some chaos, especially when they pick the 12 teams for the playoff. Now, I expect both of these teams, Ohio State and Indiana, to get in. The question is, will Indiana secure that number 1 seed? That is the question, and I believe this victory will put them there. Now, how far will Ohio State fall? Ohio State has the ball, but they have no time. have no timeouts left. Ball game. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. If we have time, we'll go to the ACC championship. I think it's the double stream that. Okay. One minute, 10 seconds remaining in the Big Ten championship game. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. First half this season with 6 on 2 field goals and 3 attempts. And yet they have the only score of the second half. They have shut Ohio State down and out so far in that. You figure 4 plays, and this one's over. Do not post any spoilers in the chat, please. I want to call this game to its completion for you guys. Nail biter to the final tick. Absolutely, especially with Ohio State. Winnipeg has scored. They trailed the Oilers 5-1 in the second period. Vancouver has scored. They have tied the Minnesota Wild 1 apiece halfway through the second period in Vancouver. Now, with Indiana potentially pulling off this win, what does that say for A, Notre Dame, and B, Miami? Do one of those teams or both get a spot in the college football playoff? Well, that's not dependent on this game. I beg your pardon. It's dependent on the end of Duke and Virginia. Duke and Virginia are duking it out right now, no pun intended. They have 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in that game. We'll get you to the finish of that one when this one completes. And we're down to the final minute right now. A minute left. Red zone difficulties potentially will doom Ohio State from a Big Ten championship. Unbelievable. However, Duke has ball. Duke has the ball in the ACC championship. And in their first time out. Or do they not? No, I think they took the penalty. Oh, they did spend the timeout. They have 1 left. Ohio State is out. 24 seconds remaining from a miraculous result in the big championship game. Indiana 13, Ohio State 10. Julian Sayin going to get the final shot. They're going to be stacked again. Four and 5 coming. And Indiana will punt it away on 4th down. Here's in the punt. And gets called made at the 14 line. So this is it. 18 seconds State to get downfield and at least attempt to tie the game. And this drive started with a missed field goal. Indiana allowed 10 points today. They've recorded 5 sacks. They have a turnover, and they've only allowed 58 rushing yards. This defense has gotten better from last year. 13-10 Indiana. Ohio State has ball, first and 10, 18 seconds left. Sends 20 of 26 for 2 to yards. Started on 14-yard line. Snap the 15-yard line. Yeah, I have an adapter coming for my computer to really maximize its power. And that should get here by Tuesday. Second down and 9. Only a gain of 1 with 13 seconds left. 15-yard. Second and 9. And back to stepping up into the pocket, and of course a deep one. 6 seconds left, and it is incomplete with 3 seconds, 2 seconds left in the game. That was nearly picked. And if it was picked, the clock would have run out. 3rd and 9, 2 seconds left. Last play of the game for Ohio State. Their reign as number 1, unless they get a miracle, will come to an end. Pass play. 3rd and 9. Signetti has already taken the headset off. He's going to get showered here in a minute unless something crazy happens. From the 15-yard line, 3rd and 9, to Sayin, back to throw. Any penalties fell. Sayin to his right. The clock is out. Uncorks a deep one downfield. It is tipped. It's caught by Jeremiah Smith, and that's your ball game. Indiana has done it. And Hoosiers are the Big Ten football champions. Ohio State football champions. Their championship since 1967. They have done the impossible. We always say to be the champs, you have to unseat the champs. And the champs have been unseated, at least in the Big Ten. Wow. What ball game. Our player of the game. You want to say it's you want to say this shirt. I'm getting a Big Ten championship shirt. Believe that. So Mendoza will split the Big Ten, will split our player of the game with Charlie Becker, 6'4", 204 from Nashville, Tennessee. He had a monstrous night tonight in place of O.R. Cooper. Becker 6 for 126 yards. Elijah Surratt got the lone touchdown for Indiana, and they've done it. There are some reasons that Ohio State lost the game, but there are so many more reasons that Indiana won this game. Wow. What a game. Charlie Becker, they're talking to him right now. The Indiana Hoosiers, I will say it proud. The Indiana Hoosiers are your Big Ten champions. For the first time since 1967, they have won the Big Ten football championship. In their first appearance in Big Ten championship, the Hoosiers final of 13-10. At least I got some good food at Wario's. I think that's it. What a weekend. HF&H with a $25 super chat. Thank you very much for that. The turnover on downs cost Ohio State. Jaden shit in the tying score. You are me, Pizzle, and Victor picked Indiana to win on our Friday picks on Sunday morning. Unbelievable. Indiana's a 13-0 year ball playoff. Ohio State will probably get the number 4 seed, being the one-loss team. Your final score tonight, the Indiana Hoosiers 13 and the Ohio State Buckeyes 10. Unbelievable. Well, we hope that you enjoyed this podcast as we enjoy bringing it to you inside of the College Football Pulse. We'll get our Saturday coming for the playoff and everything like that. Tomorrow, the Indianapolis Colts take on the Jacksonville Jaguars from Alltel Stadium in Jacksonville. That's at 1 o'clock. That's our game day. And it'll be with you on Monday morning for Snowman in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. And also tomorrow, a brand new episode of Snowman Learns to Cook on a Budget during our pregame show, which is set to start at noon. And we'll tell you everything that we're going to be making. We got the great cooking. Final more time. Hoosiers 13, Buckeyes 10. Hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed